Where do I start? I'll just throw this out there. I never plan on staying here for ever, for not even a long period of time. I always knew where I wanted to go, and I just needed the time to get there. So this company, Schneider, that's not a bad company, not at all. And you might say, well, you said the same thing about Swift. Yes, Swift to me, it wasn't a bad company. I had a bad driver leader. So I can't let that one person define the whole company, and it just ruined my experience there. Now with Schneider, I came into this with a more focused plan. So my plan at Swift, primarily it was convenient. It was close to my home. Literally 20 minutes from my home. That's where the terminal was. Same thing with Schneider. Well, this is actually closer. This is 15 minutes from my home. So it was out of convenience really with both of them. Just with this company with Schneider, I was able to come straight in with the amount of experience I had from driving at Swift, and I could get a dedicated account on my Instagram. And it's the same as my YouTube channel. If you follow me there, I mentioned that I want to own a truck. Not a fleet, but I want to own a truck. I want to get back. It's once you have that taste of being in charge and making business decisions, it's hard to go back to really working for someone. It really is. Now, it's not impossible. Like I said, it's just hard because you got that taste of, okay, I am the captain, I am the CEO, I am the president of my business. What I do have checks and balances, which is my wife, but for the most part, I have to make the right educated decision when I'm operating. Versus when, like how I am now, I'm a company driver. Everything is pretty much laid out for me. I only can go so high. I only can do this amount. I only can make this amount. So my plan was never just to be here forever. And honestly, I just wanted to do 6 months, and that's what I've done. So the beauty about this account was the fact that it allowed me more home time. So that was cool. And it was a dedicated account. So I'm doing the same thing repetitiously. It was never meant for me to stay forever. This was just a midpoint for me to get to where I'm trying to go. So my overall review of Schneider, since I've been here, it's a good company if you're brand new. I would say that. Don't get mad by me saying that either. For the people that's working here that are not new and that have experience, because it may be working for you depending on the account or the driver lead that you have. It may be working for you. But for me, I'm trying to get away from chasing the mile, the cent per mile, and I want to get to having a percentage of the line haul. And you can't do that here as a company driver. Maybe as an independent contractor. That's why I'm going the route I'm going, to the company that I'm going, because I'm gonna get to that. And in the meantime, it's gonna be more footage for my viewers. You get to see me doing more point of views. I couldn't do that here. Like this. That's why I say this company is really good for beginners, because they don't want you. They consider pretty much anything a distraction at this company. They're gonna make you go to a class on it when you come to orientation, whether you go experienced like I did, or if you go non-experienced. You have to take a class about distractions, about visual distractions, audio distractions, and there's 2 more distractions. Like I said, they think everything's a distraction. They don't want you on the phone. They really don't want you listening to the radio, honestly. That's a distraction. They don't want you to have a headset. That's a distraction. They definitely don't want you to have a GoPro on your head, chest, shoulder, wherever in the truck. That's a distraction. So they just want you focused on the road and the goal at hand. But on the flip side of that, they don't call you at all, but they message you to death. To me, that's a distraction. All these messages, and the messages have the function for you to hit a button to play. So as I'm driving and I go over to listen to this message I received, because it may be important, I'm kind of distracted because I have to look over and tap the button. Even though I don't have to read it, I can hear it. I'm distracted. It's taking some of my attention off the road. So go figure. So nothing bad to say. I finally got to the point where I got enough time underneath my belt. I can go where I wanted to go. Now, as I say this, a lot of you that's been following other truckers, or if you even know about the company, you already know where I'm headed to. So my thing was, I'm not against training at all. I used to be a trainer, and there's never, like they say, there's no such thing as a bad question. I mean, not a bad, it's a stupid question. There's no such thing as having too much training. It's just making sure that, you know, you're covering all aspects of everything. So, but for me personally, to be inside a truck with somebody for 50,000 miles, that's a long time. And I just wasn't about to do that. Y'all saw how I had it, no telling what you might get in those 50,000 miles. So y'all, if you've been following me, you kind of know where I'm going to. Can you imagine me being in the truck for 50,000 miles with that guy? Now I would love to do it with Erica. That was cool because we were always cracking jokes and having fun. But with the other trainer, nah, man. I 50. Just think about 50,000 miles. Imagine how many months that will take to get to that. Even if you're rolling, that's a good amount of time to be with somebody. And it's like you either don't want to hurt feelings, or you don't care about feelings, and you decide, okay, me and this person are getting along, I want to go with someone else. Then you gotta wait. So I'm like, you know what, let me sketch me out a plan. So I'm like, okay, I can do Swift, go with Swift, do 6 months at Swift, and boom, gone over where I want to go. Just didn't work out. So I'm like, okay, I did Swift for 3 months. I got 3 months underneath my belt. So let me put my application out there and see, you know, like, you know, if you fish, you're just tossing your bait out there and seeing who's going to bite. And then, okay, got a call from a couple people. Then I was thinking, do I really want to do OTR? And because I only had 3 months, I was limited of, it's pretty much, and I'm not trying to say I should be paid like a vet that's been doing this for 10 plus years, but don't pay me like a peasant either. Still have bills to pay, still have a family to take care of. So a lot of the comments, they say, oh, pay your dues. Pay your dues when you're driving. In the words of my friend Tasia, make sure y'all follow her channel. Why am I gonna be driving in this big death machine making $300? And I showed you on that check, $300. When a fine alone, a fine or a ticket, is pretty much $1,200. So it gotta balance out. It has to make sense. So yeah, so I wanted to go to Prime. I learned about Prime because of a social media YouTuber named Trucker B.
I've been out here on the road, man. Prime, we got to tighten up, man. Man, our truck starting to look like Prime. Our Prime truck starting to look like Swift, man. We hitting everything in the book once we get these trucks. Slow down, man. Slow down. Slow down. I know it ain't gonna always be your fault, but slow down. And also, This just go for any truck drive. Man, when you come through the freeway aisle, man, y'all be coming through that thing doing 40 and 50 miles an hour. Man, slow down, man. Slow down. Y'all gonna kill somebody coming through the freeway aisle, man. And man, Prime, we doing pretty good, man. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I got a partner who just finished out here 3-year lease. He walked away with 19,000 and some change. So you know, y'all can say, man, there ain't no money. Like your lease go like this. Your lease, you get paid for so much money per mile you ran doing a 3-year lease. He walked away with 19,000 in his pocket after all expenses. So you know he's sitting on top of the world right now. You got 19,000 plus you probably got about another $2,500, $3,000 check coming. So you know, hey, he did dang good. I told him, man, take your money and invest in yourself, man. Like, buy something to put on the road and let somebody drive for you and make you some money if you still want to stick with Prime. Don't continue to have that worker mindset. Try to boss up, you know. A lot of people don't want to boss up. That's why a lot of people scared of the lease, because it's too close to being a boss. So they be like, man, I don't want a lease, man. Too much responsibility, man. Like, some people just want to work their whole life. They want to work for a company. They are considered, like, they want to be good company workers. Ain't nothing wrong with it. That just ain't the mindset for everybody. But I just want to talk to y'all, man. These loads been jumping off the meat rack, like.
Real good, knowledgeable dude, funny. And I found him, ironically, when I was looking up stuff about Swift before I even went to Swift. So when I saw his video, I got a good laugh out of it, and my wife loved it. And yes, but he was dropping knowledge and hints about Prime Inc. And I was like, okay, but when I looked at that training program, it paid good. But I'm like, man, 50,000 miles, good Lord, that's a long time to be in a truck with somebody. And I was like, nah, I can't do that. So, but I subscribed to his channel. I even use Trucker Bees because he's the reason I want to go to Prime. I didn't know about Prime Inc. until I watched Trucker Bees channel, honestly. So watching Trucker Bees channel, getting the information about it, doing some more research on my own, I was like, yeah, let me make this switch. But I know, and then just reaching out to him, when I told him I had the 3 months, they was like, okay, that's good, but you'll still have to do, I think it was, instead of 50, it was like either 20 or 30,000 miles. And I was like, nah. But they said, well, if you reach 6 months, you know, we're hiring. With 6 months of training, you just you go through the orientation process and this, that, and the third, and boom, you can go straight into your own truck. I was like, okay, cool. I got to get 3 more months somewhere, and that's why I chose Schneider. So Schneider wasn't a bad company to me. It was a good company. Everything was laid out. It's strict. They're real big on safety. So if you don't like wearing, I was kind of burnt out on wearing the vest. So I'm like, well, I might well just get a shirt. You know, try to make me wearing this. Now, you only have to wear this when, like how I am right now, at the terminals. Now, when you out away from the terminal, you dress how you want to dress. But certain accounts, like my account, they still want you to wear this, and of course, your safety boots. They have to be, I don't know if you can see that, slip resistant, oil resistant boots. Now, if you do tanker and tanker, maybe flatbed, you have to have steel toe boots, and they still have to be slip resistant and all that good stuff. And my account also requires that too. And yeah, it's a lot of TEs, what they call them over here, training engineers, on this account. So if they by chance catch you not wearing this and not wearing the boots, they can report you. Not saying they will, but they can. So I won't even take that chance. I just bought a couple of these the Schneider shirts, or you can buy the ones that don't have Schneider on them. Bought them out of the store. Bought a few of these. Big on safety. There's a certain way they want you to open the doors. I am going to do a video on how they want you to open the doors. There's a certain way they want you to climb into the trailer. And I am going to shoot a video and show you how they want you to climb into the trailer and open the doors the Schneider way. The Schneider way. You have your way, but it's not the Schneider way. So it's gonna be entertaining when I shoot the video for you. I'm gonna do it now since I'm doing my review of my 6 months review of them, and I plan on leaving. So I'm all the more reason for me to do it now. And I apologize I could not give you any point of view videos, and I'm gonna drop the reasons why, because 2 other good guys that worked at Schneider, here I said worked, they fired them saying that they were distracted because they had the GoPro on their head, and all they were doing is just documenting their journey, their trip, them going into the receiver, co-signee, and coming back, and what they were doing, and they fired them. So I was like, I can't let that happen to me. So that's why you didn't get any point of view videos while I was here. That's why you saw me walking around the parking lot a lot, because I just couldn't show you me doing what I normally do on a day-to-day basis without getting fired. And yeah, that's why I didn't shoot those videos. So, but going forward, you will see more videos of me doing my day in, day out type of routine. I definitely want to give you guys a pre-trip video of how I do it, how I learn how to do it. That'll be cool. Now, they taught me a different way here at Schneider. That's too...
Reference number, master bill of lading, has been added on your active work assignment. Reference number, master bill of lading, has been added on your active work assignment.
Hopefully you heard that. So you don't get phone calls here, but you get messages. A lot of messages. And like I said, the robot talks to you a lot. A lot. But they say that's not distracting. So, but yeah, lost my train of thought. I'm gonna make sure I shoot more videos when I'm at my new journey and my new company. No, I do not like job hopping. But we're in a new age and era where how I was raised and how my parents were raised, you sat at a job for 30 years, whether you liked it or not, because you had responsibilities at home and you had to take care of business, and if you were getting screwed over, you just have to take it. We're in 2024 and above in the future. If you do not feel healthy or comfortable, you do not have to take that from someone. You can go somewhere else. But I'm not advocating and instructing you to quit your job, because again, you have bills, you might have kids, you have a wife or a husband. Don't quit. Have a plan. When I left Swift, I had a plan. Now, I wasn't posting a lot because I was here. That's why you didn't see a lot of videos. I wasn't just at home twiddling my thumbs and like, oh, woe is me, I can't work. With 3 months, you can go to another mega carrier. Now, you can't go to like Walmart where they pay you over 6 figures. You can't go to a lot of these other companies. Well, the companies that pay 6 figures or more with 3 months of a driving experience, you just can't go there if you only have 3 months in dry van and reefer. Now, if I had 3 months doing like something specialty type of job, then maybe I could got, you know, something paying pretty decent. But yeah, so I'm excited about my new journey. I will document that. Nothing bad to say about Schneider. Schneider is a good company, I believe, for new people, or if you need a break like I did, and you have a goal in mind like I did. I came here knowing that I only wanted to do 3 to 6 months, and then boom, I'm getting out of here. The pay is good. The miles are here. The cent per mile needs to be higher. They require a lot from us, and the cent per mile needs to be higher, but the pay was good. So you're saying, how does that work? So you get paid by the hour here, and you also get paid cent per mile. So you can make that work. The only bad thing about that is if you choose to go with the hourly pay, you're gonna burn your 70. So it's like you gotta make a good judgment call. Cause I'm a reefer. So I did reefer because where I'm gonna go. I wanted to get the experience. So I have experience with Thermo Kings and MS Carrier reefers, because I know where I wanted to go. I wanted to go to Prime Inc. So if you don't mind being live loaded or live unloaded off the clock, so you can keep your 70. Now your 14-hour clock will not stop, but your drive, your 30-minute DOT break, and your 70 will stop if you go off duty. That's fine, but you don't get paid the hourly rate. So that's why I said you just have to make a judgment call. Do I want to get paid these $20, $30, however long it takes them to load or unload you and burn your 70, or do I want to keep my 70 and get another load? Got to make the right decision. No issues with Schneider. Schneider's good company. Come to Schneider if you want to. Just as your stepping stone, depending on what area, the region you're from. Just use this as, that, and move on. That's what I'm doing. That's what I did. So, good equipment here. My international had issues, and that's when I switched to the Freightliner. Freightliner hadn't had any issue, knock on wood, no issue with my Freightliner. They have several terminals just like Swift, so if something were to happen, you can go to a terminal. Yeah, I had a great experience here. This is not where I wanted to be. This was just temporary. And I'll drop the clip like my my man Vin Diesel, Riddick, just passing through.
I'll run the numbers again. It takes a couple of days, probably. So, you can stay as my guest. At least here, we're all safe. Yes?
Yes, boss. I'll give it a day. 1.
There are inmates, and there are convicts. A convict has a certain code, and he knows to show a certain respect. An inmate, on the other hand, pulls the pin on his fellow man, does the guards' work for them, brings shame to the game. So, which are you gonna be?
Me? I'm just passing through.
Welcome to Crematoria.
Peace.